So amines are basic in nature. Carboxylic acids, the last concept, carboxylic acids are acidic in nature. So preparation of amines will start. Again, we know what is the nomenclature of amines. Amines are three types. RNH2 group is present. This is called as a primary amines. If R2NH group is present, it is called secondary amines. If R3N group is present, it is called as a tertiary amines. So there are three types of amines are present: primary amines, secondary amines, tertiary amines. So first let's start with the preparation methods of this amines, three types of amines. So what is IUPAC nomenclature of amines? IUPAC nomenclature is alkanamines. So now we'll start that preparation methods. First preparation method is Hoffman's ammonolysis method. This is the first preparation method of amines. Hoffman's ammonolysis method. In this method, alkyl halides reacts with ammonia more than 373 Kelvin temperature. It is example for nucleophilic substitution reactions. Here hydrogen is displaced by chlorine, so NH2 is added here. So the compound is C2H5NH2 plus HCl, primary amine. This is called ethanamide. What is the primary amine? It is called ethanamine is formed in this reaction. Ethanamine again reacts with, if you take excess of ethyl chloride, then one more H is displaced by this group. So second step we get C2H5 NH C2H5, and this compound is called as a what is that? This is a prefix. So we write here N-ethyl ethanamide. So second step, that compound formed is N-ethyl ethanamide. So again, N-ethyl ethanamide, N-ethyl ethanamide. This is secondary amine. Again, it reacts with one more ethyl chloride, chloroethane. We get tertiary amine, C2H5 taken thrice, N plus the HCl. This is what is the name of this compound is? It is N-diethyl ethanamine is formed. And one more step also there. What is that? This is the first one. It is second one. It is third one. One more also possible. What is that? Fourth is NL-diethyl ethanamine reacts with one more ethyl chloride. We get the C2H5 with the 4N plus Cl minus. This is called quaternary ammonium salt. So finally, we get quaternary ammonium salt in this reaction. So this reactions indicate, if you take excess amount of ethyl chloride, then major product is this is quaternary ammonium salt. If you take excess amount of ammonia, so major product is primary amine. So this is also called what is the preparation method? This is called what is the name of this reaction? It is a name reaction. It is called what is that? Hoffman's ammonolysis reaction. This is in this reaction we get mixture of amines. Mixture of amines are formed in this reaction. If we take reactivity of alkyl halides, so iodide is greater than bromine is greater than chlorine, and the fluorine is not involved in this reaction. So once again, if you take excess amount of ammonia, we get primary amine as a compound. If you take excess amount of ethyl chloride, then quaternary ammonium salt and also mixture of compounds are formed in this reaction. Second preparation method is from nitro compounds. We take an example. Nitroethane reacts with hydrogen. So this is a nitroethane reacts with hydrogen in presence of we use a catalyst like a lithium aluminum hydride or hydrogen in presence of nickel catalyst or platinum or palladium. Majorly we use a hydrogen with a nickel catalyst, effective catalyst, and here NO2 group is reduced into NH2 group, and H2O is separated in this reaction. In case of aromatic compounds, nitrobenzene, this is for aromatic compounds. Nitrobenzene, when reacts with hydrogen, nitrobenzene when reacts with hydrogen in presence of palladium, the compound formed is aniline. Primary amine is formed, aromatic amine is formed, NH2 with H2O. This compound is called as a aniline. We get aniline compound is formed in this reaction. And this aromatic nitro compound, if it is treated with lithium aluminum hydride, here aniline is not formed. In this case, azobenzene is formed. What is azobenzene? And double bond and with one more benzene ring. Azobenzene is formed in this reaction. This is called azobenzene. So lithium aluminum hydride is used for preparation of aliphatic only, not aromatic amines. So aromatic amines cannot be prepared by this method. Next is from cyanides. We take an example, methyl cyanide, or we can write ethyl nitrile. What is the name of this compound? Ethane nitrile. So ethyl nitrile, when it is treated with what is the reducing agent, hydrogen with a nickel catalyst, or we use lithium aluminum hydride. The compound is CH3, CH2, NH2. This is a primary amine. So what is the compound formed in this reaction is ethanamide. The same way benzene nitrile. Benzene nitrile when reacts with lithium aluminum hydride or hydrogen in presence of nickel catalyst, the compound is benzyl amine, CH2NH2. This is called as a benzyl amine is formed in this reaction. Benzyl amine is formed when it reacted with lithium aluminum hydride. Primary amine is formed in this reaction. But if we take isocyanate, we take example CH3, CH2NC. What is that? It is the ethane carbyl amine. Ethane carbyl amine. When it is treated with hydrogens in presence of, or we take example H2, in presence of lithium aluminum hydride, or we use a nickel catalyst. The compound is CH3, CH2, NH, CH3. So what type of amine is formed in this reaction? Secondary amine. What is the name of this compound is N-methyl ethanamine. N-methyl ethanamine is formed in this reaction in the same way. Benzene carbyl amine. This is benzene carbyl amine. When it is involved in reaction with hydrogen in presence of lithium aluminum hydride or nickel catalyst. In this reaction also, what is the compound we get is NHCH3. N-methyl aniline. What is the name of this compound? It is N-methyl aniline. Aniline is formed in this reaction. Here we use a nickel or alloy of nickel also we can use. That is the Rane nickel. That also we used in this preparation method. Next preparation method from amides. Next is from amides. What is the name of this compound? It is called as a ethanamide. This is ethanamide. Ethanamide is treated with amides are treated with lithium aluminum hydride in presence of water. This CO group is reduced because each lithium aluminum hydride can produces 4 hydrogens. So the compound formed is CH3, CH2, NH2 by losing of water. So primary amine is formed in this reaction. Okay, if we take one more this compound like CH3CONHCH3. So this ethanamide is this amine group is combined with the CH3 group here. The name of this amide is N-methyl ethanamide. N-methyl ethanamide. When it is treated with lithium aluminum hydride, the compound is CH3 CH2 NHCH3 by losing water in presence of water here. By this is converted into H2O. What is name of this compound? Name of this compound is N-methyl ethanamide. Name of this compound is N-methyl ethanamide is formed in this reaction. Secondary amine is formed in this reaction. I will try to solve this example. So what type of amine? I'll try to write IUPAC name of the amine also. In presence of lithium aluminum hydride with water. Yes, find out what type of amine is formed in this reaction. Okay. So what is the compound formed here? The compound is CH3, CH2, N, CH3, CH3, NN. What is the name of this compound? NN dimethyl, NN dimethyl ethanamine. NN dimethyl ethanamine. So one more is preparation method is Gabrielthalamide synthesis reaction. One more method, Gabrielthalamide synthesis reaction. So in this reaction, only aliphatic amines are prepared, not aromatic amines. So for this reaction, we use a thalamide. Phthalic acid is treated with ammonia, we get a thalamide, NH, and here CONH, it is called as a thalamide. This hydrogen is called acidic hydrogen because this hydrogen is attached to more electronegative nitrogen. So this is the acidic hydrogen. When it is treated with the alcoholic KOH, H is substituted by OH group. OH group separates this H and is separated as H2O. Potassium is added here. So potassium thalamide is formed in this reaction. That is CONK. Here also CO group. What is this? It is a CO group. Potassium thalamide is formed in this reaction. And potassium thalamide, when treated with ethyl bromide, it is treated with ethyl bromide. So here potassium bromide is separated and we get this type of compound. So ethyl thalamide is formed in this reaction, and C2H5. Here also CO. Here also CO with NC2H5 plus KBr is formed in this reaction, N-ethyl thalamide. Again, it is hydrolyzed. So the compound formed is phthalic acid. Compound formed is phthalic acid, COOH plus what is that? We get primary amine is formed in this reaction. So this is called Gabrielthalamide synthesis. Only what type of amines are prepared in this method? That is only aliphatic amines prepared by this method, and aromatic amines cannot prepared by this method. Aromatic amines preparation method is not possible. And here we use a water. Here we use a water, or what is that? It is phthalic acid, or instead of this we use hydrogen also, NH2. Then in this case, the compound is, we get this compound CO, here CO, NH is formed, plus C2H5NH2 is formed in this reaction. We use water or we use a hydrazine. Final step, we get primary amines formed in this preparation method. This is called Gabrielthalamide synthesis. Second is from azides. From azides, alkyl halide, when reacts with a sodium azide, Na3 is called as a sodium azide. So what is the compound formed in this reaction? Sodium chloride along with ethyl azide is formed in this reaction. Ethyl azide when treated with here, ethyl azide when treated with lithium aluminum hydride, or we use sodium in presence of ethyl alcohol, this azide is reduced and we get C2H5NH2 with nitrogen is separated, we get primary amine in this reaction. So N3 group is attached, that is called azide. First step, ethyl chloride reacts with sodium azide, we get sodium chloride with ethyl alkyl azide. Ethyl azide. Azide again treated with lithium aluminum hydride or sodium ethyl alcohol. In second step, we get primary amine along with nitrogen is formed in this reaction. Okay, next is from oximes. Oximes, aldoxime or ketoxime. What is oxime formula? RCH double bond NOH. These are called oximes. When it is treated with reduced with lithium aluminum hydride, this oxime is reduced with lithium aluminum hydride. So what is the compound we get? RCH2 NH2 primary amines by losing of water. How these oximes are formed? Okay, we take an example. Aldehyde when treated with hydroxyl amine, here H2O is separated and the compound is CH3CHNOH. This is called as a aldoxime. Aldoxime is formed in this reaction. But if you take a ketone, ketone when reacts with hydroxyl amine, NH2OH, here H2O is separated and the compound is CH3 double bond NOH. This is called ketoxime. Ketoxime is treated with lithium aluminum hydride, very strong reducing agent, and secondary amine is formed in this reaction because it is at okay, primary amine only. Primary amine only here, but structure is different. It is formed in this reaction. So for oximes, always prepared amines only. Next is one more example here. CH3CO. When it reacts with amines, primary amine, NH2 C2H5. This is ethyl amine, primary amine when reacts with ketone. This is the reaction is addition followed by elimination reaction. So we get this compound. This is the Schiff's base. Already we know that in previous classes. Already we discussed about this. Here, Schiff's base is formed in this reaction. When it is reduced with hydrogen or nickel in presence of nickel catalyst. So the compound is CH3 NHC2HF5. So what type of amine is formed in this reaction? It is called as a secondary amine is formed in this reaction. Next, one more preparation from carboxylic acids. Preparation from carboxylic acids. We take example aliphatic or aromatic acid like benzoic acid. This is benzoic acid. When reacts with hydrazine N3H, this is called hydrazine. Hydrazine in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. The compound formed is here CH2 NH2. So the compound formed is NH2 here. Aniline is formed in this reaction. This CO is converted into CO2 and NH2 is formed, two hydrogens with N3 and also one byproduct nitrogen also formed. Whenever azide is used in reductive reactions, what is the byproduct formed is nitrogen as a byproduct formed in this reaction. Next named reaction is Hoffman's bromide degradation reaction. Hoffman's bromide degradation reaction. In this reaction, amides reacts with bromine in presence of a base. So generally, what type of amines are formed here? Primary amines with the number of carbons reduced here decreases with a 2 kbr is formed along with the K2CO3 also formed in this reaction. What is the reaction is called as a Hoffman's degradation reaction. Along with the OH group is converted into H2 also. So in this reaction, number of carbons that the number of carbons in that chain decreases and one carbon decreases and we get this amine. CO group combined with KOH and K2CO3 is formed. KBr is formed. OH and H combined with this OH groups are forms a H2O molecules also. So this is one more named reaction. Next is industrial preparation methods of all type of amines we'll discuss here. So one is nitrobenzene. This is a nitrobenzene. When treated with vanadium and platinum alloy, here also it reacts with hydrogen and the compound formed is aniline. This is important industrial preparation method by losing of water molecules or this nitro compound benzene nitrobenzene is treated with iron in presence of HCl also. So what type of compound is formed in this reaction? Here also, what is that? Aniline is formed in this reaction. Here also aniline is formed. This is also one important industrial preparation method of amine. Next from chlorobenzene. Chlorobenzene is heated with ammonia. So what is the catalyst used here? Copper oxide, cuprous oxide catalyst and high temperature pressure conditions are used. So in this reaction, what type of amine is formed here? Here primary amine is formed by losing of HCl. So for this reaction, we maintain very high temperature and pressure conditions are maintained for this preparation method. This is also one important industrial preparation method. Next is properties of amines. Properties here. Amines, when treated, amines are basic in nature. When amines treated with very strong acids like nitric acid or sulfuric acid, so this H is added to nitro group. Their lone pair electrons are present, and we get NH3 plus NO3 minus. So salts are formed in this reaction. Amines primary or secondary or tertiary amines involved in this reaction. One more example, CH3NHCH3, secondary amine, when it reacts with sulfuric acid. So this is also basic in nature. The compound is CH3 taken twice, NH2 plus SO4 minus 2, we get this compound. With the secondary amines or tertiary amines also involved in reaction with acids, and they form a what type of compounds? They form a salts of carboxylic acids, and next with alkyl halides. Reaction with alkyl halides. We take example ethylamine. Ethylamine, when it reacts with one example methyl chloride. So here hydrogen displaced by chlorine and the compound is CH3CH2 NHCH3. It is called secondary amine, and here HCl is separated. Secondary amine again treated with HCl. The compound is CH3CHN. Sorry, it is again treated with CH3CH3Cl. So we get compound NCH3CH3 with the HCl. So what type of amine is formed in this reaction? This is a second tertiary amine is formed, and finally this tertiary amine. What is this? CH3CH2 and CH3 in final step again treated with the CH3Cl. We get a quaternary ammonium salt here NH3 sorry CH3 with a plus charge combined with the Cl minus of a negative charge. Here quaternary ammonium salt is formed in this reaction. Primary amine reacts with CH3COCl. This is called ethanoyl chloride. Ethanoyl chloride. The compound is CH3NHCOCH3 with the HCl is separated out. So this is amide is formed in this reaction. What type of amide? Substituted amide is formed in this reaction. This is N-methyl. N-methyl, two carbons. The compound is N-methyl. Ethanamide is formed in this reaction. So here, hydrogen produces. Hydrogen is displaced by the compound, and try to solve this example with anhydrides. CH3. We take example acetic anhydride OCOCH3. So try to solve this example. Which group is added to this amine? Your amine contains a lone pair of electrons. So first find out where positive group is present. This carbon is positive because it is attached with oxygen by negative charge. So this carbon is added with the NH2 group, and from this carbon H is added to oxygen because after addition of this H is added to oxygen, and the compound is CH3NHCOCH3 along with the what is that carboxylic acid CH3COOH is formed in this reaction. Amides are formed in this reaction with anhydrides also. When acid chloride reacts with primary amine, what type of compound is formed? We take example CH3CH2 NH2 when reacts with CH3COCl. Find out what type of compound is formed in this reaction. By same method, okay, here again you find out which carbon is deficient in nature. Here it is a lone pair, it is attached with this carbon. This lone pair group is attached with this carbon, and the compound is CH3CH2 NHCOCH3. Here, this hydrogen is added to chlorine. What is the name of this compound? N-ethyl. N-ethyl ethanamide is formed in this reaction. Next, aldehydes or ketones reacts with amines. Okay, here primary amine. This is addition followed by elimination. We get CH3CH double bond NCH3. Okay, what is the compound? It is called as a, what is that when it reacts with primary amines? It is called Schiff's base, or it is called anyl also. Schiff's base, or it is also called anyl. This type of compounds are formed. These are called anyls. Schiff's base are also called anyls in this. The same way, it reacts with ketone also, primary amines. We get Schiff's bases. Okay. So what type of compound here? H2O is separated out, and the compound is CH3 double bond NCH3. Here also Schiff's base is formed in this reaction. Okay. Again, if this Schiff's base is treated with hydrogen in presence of nickel catalyst, so the compound is CH3CH2NHCH3. What type of amine is formed in this reaction? Secondary amine. Here also, what type of amine? CH3CCH3 CHNH CH3. Here also, amines are formed in this reaction. Next is what is that carbyl amine reaction? So this reaction is used to detect primary amines. This reaction is applicable to primary amines only. That may be aliphatic or aromatic. This is one primary amine, ethanamide. When it reacts with chloroform in presence of base KOH. So when it is heated, this mixture, we get very poisonous and pungent smell. Isocyanate is formed. Carbylamine is formed. Very poisonous it is. Along with the three molecules of KCl, and H2O is formed in this reaction. This is the carbylamine reaction. So what type of carbylamine is formed? Ethane carbylamine, very, very poisonous and pungent smell gas is evolved in this reaction. It is tested for primary amines, and also it is tested for secondary amines also. Sorry, primary amines only. Aliphatic and both aromatic compounds, it is applicable. Next is primary amine, like aniline, that is aromatic aniline. When reacts with HNO2, how this HNO2 is formed? When sodium nitrite and HCl mixture is present, that mixture can form HNO2. What is the temperature we maintain is 0 to 5 degrees Celsius temperature. So the compound formed is, here the compound formed is N2 plus Cl minus is formed in this reaction. And this reaction is, what is the compound? It is the benzene diazonium, benzene diazonium chloride. This reaction is called as a diazotization reaction. Diazotization reaction here. Benzene diazonium chloride is formed, and it is stable at low temperature conditions only. The reaction is possible at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius temperature only. But if you take Aliphatic amines. This is the aromatic amine. If it is treated with HNO2, what is the mixture of NaNO2 plus HCl here? What is the compound we get? C2H5N2 plus Cl minus. Ethyl, ethyl benzenium, ethyl diazonium chloride. This is ethyl diazonium chloride. And when it is treated with the water, when it is treated with water, what type of compound is formed? Ethyl alcohol N2 plus HCl is formed in this reaction because this compound is highly unstable. This is some part stable, but ethyl compounds are highly unstable. They are immediately converted into alcohols in this reaction. What is the reaction here? C2H5NH2 when reacts with HNO2, here this part is combined with nitrogen. Okay, and what is that? With oxygen, this part is combined, and what is the group is present here? OH group is there, HNO2. This is combined with the C2H5 compound. So C2H5OH is formed, N2 is formed, and also H2O also formed in this reaction. Secondary amines R2NH when reacts with the diastazation mixture. What is the diastazation mixture? NaNO2 and HCl. It forms a HNO2. It combined with this, and what is the compound we get? R2NNO. This type of a compound is formed in this reaction. Okay. What is that? NN dimethyl nitronium compounds are formed in this reaction. This is the oily substance. This is a yellow oil, and by losing of water molecules. So secondary amines can form this type of reaction. In case of aromatic amines, what is that? Aromatic and aliphatic, both are present here. Secondary amine. When it is treated with HONO, this part combined with hydrogen, and the compound formed is here. The compound formed is N double bond N double bond with O, and here CH3 group. This type of compound is formed here. What is the compound? N-nitro, N-methyl, N-nitro, N-methyl. Aniline is formed. It is a yellow oily substance. This is one test for secondary amine. Yellow oily substance is formed in this reaction. It is applicable to secondary amines only, and the primary amines are detected by carbyl amine test. Now we start with tertiary amines. So we take example R3N. This is tertiary amine. When it is treated with the HNO2 group, here we get R3NHNO2 is formed in this reaction. This is a salt formed in this reaction. What is the salt? It is called salt is formed in the reaction, and it is heated. The compound is R2NNO plus H2O is formed in this reaction. Sorry, R2NNO, and one more alkyl group here. It is present, and it combined with O and H, and we get alcohol. It is also yellow oily substances formed in this reaction. So tertiary amine is converted into what is that? Secondary amine, and RNNO group is formed here. Yellow oily substance is formed. To use the tertiary amine, one more compound is also formed in this reaction. That is alcohol is formed in this reaction. And next is reaction with the Hinsberg reagent. With the Hinsberg reagent, benzene diazonium chloride, benzene sulfonyl chloride. This is called as a Hinsberg reagent. So Hinsberg reagent when reacts with primary amines. We take an example, one primary amine, or we take ammonia first, HNHH. So what is the compound formed here? HCl is separated out and we get this compound SO2 NH2. We get this compound. Okay. But if you take primary amine, what type of reaction takes place here? With Hinsberg reagent. So this is benzene sulfonyl chloride, SO2Cl. Benzene sulfonyl chloride when reacts with primary amine, the compound is SO2 NHCH3 plus HCl is formed in this reaction. And this, what is that? Again, it reacts with the base like KOH. To use a base in this reaction, because here this one acidic hydrogen is present, that acidic hydrogen is substituted by OH group, and we get a salt compound that is SO2 NKCH3 plus H2O is formed in this reaction. Salty compound is formed in this reaction. So here K plus and N minus. So this is a salt formed in this reaction with benzene sulfonyl chloride that reacts with primary amine. But if you take secondary amine, CH3NHCH3, again H2O is separate, HCl is separated. So the compound is here Hinsberg reagent reacts with this compound and CH3 by losing of HCl, and then dimethyl benzene sulfonyl amine that is formed in the reaction, but it does not react with the base because here no hydrogen is present in this reaction. So the reaction stop at this stage only. So further reaction is not possible. If you take example, so Hinsberg reagent when treated with tertiary amines like C2H5 taken thrice, and here no hydrogen is present, so reaction is not possible. This is a test for primary, secondary, and tertiary amines. Primary amines reacts with Hinsberg reagent again because of acidic hydrogen. It reacts with the base also, but secondary amines reacts with Hinsberg reagent only, but does not react with a base. But tertiary amines reacts with the Hinsberg, does not react with the Hinsberg reagent because there is no hydrogen is present. And next is the reaction with the Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent. So what is that? Amine when reacts with the Grignard reagent, that is CH3NgBr. So here we take amine that is NH and H when reacts with the Grignard reagent. Here this hydrogen is substituted by this group. This is the positive part. It combined with this, and the compound is C2H5 NH We get this compound. What is that here? Plus one byproduct is alkane is formed in this reaction. So alkanes are prepared by this method when it reacts with the Grignard reagent. One more property is amines when reacts with carbon disulfide. What is carbon disulfide? What is that? CS here also S. So in this reaction, primary amine, first we start with primary amine, less amount of amine. So this lone pair of electrons can form a dative bond with carbon. Here dative bond is formed in this reaction. What is a dative bond? And the compound formed is CH3 NHC double bond S because their electrons are transferred. One sulfur becomes a negative charge because of transfer of electrons. Their hydrogen is added, and SH is formed in this reaction. Again, it is treated with mercury chloride, HgCl2. What is that? Alkyl isothiocyanate is formed in this reaction, along with mercury sulfide, and also HCl is formed in this reaction. So this is called as a this reaction is called as a name reaction is called as a Hoffman's mustard oil reaction. This is also test for amines. Okay, one test for amines. What type of amines? Primary amines. Primary amines are from isothiocyanate that smell like a mustard oil. That is a pungent smell. This is a Hoffman's mustard oil reaction. It is also one is a test for primary amines. So primary amines are detected by this method. Next is with the reaction with the phosgene. So here primary amines when reacts with phosgene, we take example CH3NH2, two molecules. When it treated with the phosgene, here this is the phosgene, poisonous gas. Two HCl is separated and we get this symmetrical compound NHCONH CH3 along with two molecules of HCl is separated out. It is called as a urea. Substituted urea is formed in this reaction. That is symmetrical urea is formed in this reaction. In the same way, what is that bisubstituted reaction is formed here. And if you take secondary amines, two molecules like a CH3 taken twice NH when reacts with Cl, CO, Cl, the compound is CH3 taken twice, sorry, CH3, NCH3, CO, NCH3, CH3 here, tetra substituted urea is formed in this reaction. This is a tetra substituted urea. Next is oxidation reactions with oxidizing agents like potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate. So what type of reaction here? First is we start with primary amine. Example CH3NH2. Let me take the bigger compound CH3 or we take RNH2. This is the primary amine. When reacts with oxygen, it is produced by potassium permanganate. First we get RNHOH. Here oxygen is added. This is called hydroxylamine. Again, it is treated with one more oxygen. Here H2O is separated and we get RNO. This group is formed here. Nitroso compound. This is called, what is that? Nitroso compound is formed in the reaction. Again, it reacts with oxygen. What is that? Nitroalkane is formed in this reaction here. Nitrosoalkane. So first step, hydroxylamine is formed. Primary amines, hydroxyl amine is formed. Second step, nitroso compound. Third step, nitroalkane is formed in this reaction. This is also one test for primary amines, and primary amines always forms a nitro compounds. And try to solve this example. Now after this, try to solve this example. CH3, 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 and H2. Now find out what type of compound is formed in this oxidation reaction. That is also primary amine again. So first step, CH3 taken thrice, NHOH. Again, it reacts with oxygen. The compound is CH3 taken thrice, NO. Again, it treated with oxygen. The compound is CH3C. Sorry, here one more C also there. CH3 taken thrice, C, NHOH. Here also CH3 taken C, NO. Final compound is nitro group is added to this tertiary carbon. Nitro compound is formed in this reaction. So this is the oxidation reaction of primary amines. If you take secondary amines, we take two molecules of R2NH. It is secondary amine. When it is involved in oxidation, simply H2O is separated. And the compound is R2N and R2. This type of compound is formed in this reaction. This is a hydrazine. Tetra-alkyl hydrazine is formed in this reaction. One example, CH3 taken twice NH, two molecules involved in oxidation with H2O is separated, and we get CH3 and CH3 and CH3 tetra methyl hydrazine. The compound name is called as a tetra methyl hydrazine is formed in this reaction. Next is tertiary amines like CH3 taken thrice N. It does not react with amino4, but it reacts with carous acid. What is carous acid? H2SO5. So this carous acid reacts with this compound, and we get this one compound with a day-2 bond. Here it forms a day-2 bond with oxygen. What is that? This is called as a amine N oxide. This type of compounds are formed with tertiary amines. So these are important preparation and properties for amines. And next class we'll discuss about basic nature of amines also. So tomorrow we'll continue this.